You ever find yourself sitting there, minding your own damn business, thinking you've finally caught a break, and then boom, life just throws you straight into a showdown you didn't sign up for? That's exactly how it started for me on that flight. Leg broken, heart still beating fast from the race I shouldn't have run, thinking this long ride home would be the easy part, you know what I mean? But nah, life had other plans, and that day, justice had its own way of showing up, messy, loud, and so damn public you'd think it was scripted, except it wasn't. It was just real life, and I was smack in the middle of it. So, let me back up a sec. I'm sitting there in seat 14, a window view, leg all propped up and throbbing, crutches tucked tight beside me. The plane is still half empty. That soft murmur of people boarding, shuffling bags, folks with that hopeful vacation smile, or that tired business scowl. I'm not thinking about anything except maybe sleeping through the flight, headphones on, zoning out, just another face in the crowd. I'm used to keeping things low-key, never flashing who my family is, never asking for special favors even though, if we're being honest, I could have just flown private and skipped this circus altogether. But I like to keep things normal. Well, as normal as life gets when your dad runs the damn airline. And that's when the real storm comes down the aisle, loud, dressed like she owns the world designer, everything. You know the type, not a hair out of place, but her face set in a way that just screams, "Don't mess with me, I always get what I want." She's got a son trailing behind, teenager, tall, all elbows and attitude, rolling his eyes so hard I swear he saw the inside of his own skull. They stomp past me, all the way to their seats, and I think maybe that's it. Maybe that's the last I'll hear of them. Wrong. 3 minutes in, and she's already complaining, kicking the seat, talking loud enough for everyone to hear. These seats are too small. I pay for first class. This is outrageous. Her voice rattles through the cabin, passengers shifting in their seats, pretending not to look, but everybody's looking, you know? Her son chimes in, points at my seat. "That one's got more legroom, Mom. She should move." And just like that, I know I'm the new target, and this flight is about to go sideways. She marches up, plants herself right in front of me, doesn't bother with the usual fake smile or even a hello, just straight to, "My son needs the window, and this is clearly the best seat. You'll have to move." Like I'm an obstacle, not a person. I show her my boarding pass, try to keep it civil. "Sorry, ma'am, this is my assigned seat. I got a broken leg. Can't really move once I'm settled." I'm hoping maybe she'll back off. See, reason people surprise you sometimes, right? Not this time. She leans in, voice getting cold. "Don't you man me. People like you always think they're special. Now move, or I'll make you." There's a flicker of something in her eyes, something ugly like she's not just mad about a seat, but mad that I'm in it. A flight attendant slides in, smile strained thin as thread, trying to play peacemaker, but I can tell she's nervous. Knows this lady's a regular, probably tips big or complains bigger. "Is there a problem here, ma'am?" she asks, but before I can say a word, the woman snaps. "Yes, this girl is in our preferred seat, and she's being uncooperative." She waves at my crutches like there's some kind of prop, not real pain. The attendant shifts her gaze to me, and I see it, that subtle pressure, the silent plea to just give and so things stay easy. "Maybe we can find you another spot just for this flight," she suggests, but I'm not having it. "No, thank you. This is my seat." I feel the whole cabin watching now, the air tight with tension. That's when the other flight attendant, a tall guy named Jenkins, shows up. The woman's got moves. Let me tell you, she slips him cash like it's nothing, like this is just how things get done. He looks at the money, then at me, face hardening. "Look, young lady, if you don't cooperate, we'll have to ask you to leave the plane. You're causing a disturbance." And that's when it clicks. This isn't about comfort. It's not about rules. It's about power and who gets to sit where, who gets to belong. Now, I'm shaking, part fear, part rage, but I keep my face steady, my voice calm. I grab my phone, text a quick message, eyes never leaving his. "I'm not leaving, not today." The woman, seeing she's not winning, takes it up a notch. She steps down, hard, heel grinding into my broken leg. The pain is white-hot, blinding, and I scream, not because I want to, but because I can't not. The whole cabin freezes, time stops, and then Jenkins says, "That's it. You need to leave." He reaches for me, And in that split second, I feel so alone, so small, like the world is closing in, ready to swallow me whole. And then like some movie twist, there's a voice, deep, commanding, echoing from the front, "Stop. Do not lay your hands on that girl." Everyone turns. It's the captain striding down the aisle like he owns it, which, honestly, he kind of does. He ignores the chaos, kneels down by me, concern raw in his voice. "Miss Davies, are you all right? I'm so sorry for this. This isn't how we treat people here." The woman and her son, they go pale like ghosts. Jenkins, too, realizes this just got real. The captain stands, turns to everyone, says clear as day, "This is Miss Aisha Davies, daughter of our CO, Arthur Davies. And as for you two, your flight is over. Security will be escorting you off. You are permanently banned from Global Wings Airlines." He looks back at the crew, voice cold, "And we will be reviewing your conduct bribery, failure of duty. This will not stand." Suddenly, all that arrogance, all that entitlement, it drains away, leaves just fear and regret. The woman tries to stammer out an apology. Her son looks like he wants to melt into the carpet, but it's too late. The rest of the cabin, silent at first, then a slow clap, then louder, a wave of support, people nodding, some even standing up for the first time all flight. I feel seen, really seen, not just as the CEO's daughter, but as a person who didn't back down. Afterward, as security leads them out, the captain stays with me until the pain meds kick in. The crew's suddenly so attentive it almost feels like overkill, but honestly, after what just happened, I'm not complaining. I watch through the window as the woman and her son are led away, the whole airport buzzing now. Cameras out, social media already lighting up. But here's the thing, you'd think that was the end, right? Justice served, lesson learned, roll credits. But life isn't neat. As the plane lifts off, I stare at the clouds and wonder how many times has this happened to someone who didn't have a powerful last name? How many times did nobody stand up? Yeah, I got justice, but what about all the ones who didn't? What about all the time someone gets pushed aside and nobody ever knows? So let me ask you, what do you think should happen to people like that? The ones who use money or status to bulldoze over others? And what about the crew? Should losing a job be enough? Or does real change take more than just one headline moment? I want to hear your thoughts. Drop your opinion below. If you think no one deserves to be humiliated or stereotyped, if you believe dignity matters more than privilege, like this video, share your own stories. And let's make sure next time, nobody has to fight alone just to stay in their own seat.